Good evening, and thanks so much for joining us. Built back in 1930 for just $750, the Vermilion Cenotaph has a long history. It's a site to remember 83 soldiers who left the area and never came home. But plans to develop the park where the cenotaph sits has some local residents up in arms. Kelsey Bloxham brings us that story.
Kathy Walters is on a mission. The Vermilion Cenotaph, an area that pays tribute to fallen war heroes, could potentially become neighbors with a commercial building. And that has Walters speaking out to save the park.
There needs to be some respect shown for the cenotaph space in the park, and putting another building jutting up next to it, 15 feet away, just isn't respectful.
During the summer, the town was approached by a developer looking to build a 9,000 square foot commercial building. A suggestion was put forward to offer the land west of the cenotaph. The town says that would only use up 1/3 of the space.
We've looked at all options, to be honest with you. This wasn't a short-term process. We have a number of empty spots, but size was an issue in terms of the size of the lot. Some of the buildings, vacant buildings, were too small. And if there was a building that was, we'd like to leave our main street for retail, not for office space.
We really don't need commercial development here. Even though the town needs to grow and we need other things to happen, some things are more important than money.
The Royal Canadian Legion branch in Vermilion has established a committee to work with the town. And just last week, a vote was held to determine whether to relocate the cenotaph if the deal goes forward and the space becomes inadequate.
We would be if it became necessary. And we are certainly prepared to give it a home on the Legion property. There have been several other ideas put forward if the cenotaph has to move.
But for this Legion member, it's a decision he's very much opposed to.
I'll go with what the democracy says in my branch. But personally, I think it's a mistake to even consider the idea of moving it. The words, "If you break faith with us who die, we will not sleep." And I think that's a very poignant words.
Town Council has postponed any decision on development until the next council meeting on November 20th. As for Kathy, she hopes by speaking out, it shows town officials they won't go down without a fight. Kelsey Bloxham, Newcap News.